Hi, it's Angie. Welcome to my channel. So I'm going to post a video very soon, but I'll just wait for a couple of seconds before I start pulling cards. What I like to say from my Cracker Barrel Club card deck, because I had some dreams last night again regarding the Tepe murder case. And it has something to do with the wedding photo or the wedding. I'm just going to come out right there and say it, that I don't think this surgeon, this adopted surgeon did it. So I'm just going to start doing what I like to do best, is let the cards do the talking. And because the dream that I had something to do with a very, very vindictive person that I know in my personal life, or that has crossed my path. Somebody's going to need help here. Somebody is going to need some therapy, because I think they're pinning the tail on Dr. McKee, and I don't think he did it. So this has not resonated with me for since the whole beginning thing. I think it's too complicated for me to comprehend that a doctor of that magnitude, and this is why we're still talking about this, why would a doctor of that magnitude have a gun or a weapon in his possession that was kind of like a secondhand gun? I don't think this guy is a secondhand type of guy. I think there's too many different people in this, and I think they've muddied the waters enough already, and I look really tired. I do. Let me just light a candle here for Monique and Spencer, because I think Monique was what is called collateral damage. I think the intended target was Dr. Tepe, and I think Monique woke up, and I think a lot, and I think that silencer, somebody screwed up with the silencer, because they probably expected the silencer to be completely silent. It woke up Monique, and Monique was collateral damage. So I'm lighting a candle here. It's almost like Camelot. Something here that's Camelot, that reminds me of the Kennedys. It could have been a hired assassination for the Tepes, and somebody's pinning it on Dr. McKee. So I'm going to just pull cards here, and we'll see what happens here, because I do enjoy the lives. So whoever shows up will show up whenever you do. If you don't, I was here, but now I'm gone. I left my name to turn you on. I'm talking to thin air. But anyways, I'm just going to continue. And this somebody was very, very competitive. Somebody felt very, very jealous. This is the All About Eve card. When this, you know what I really noticed about my camera too? My camera is reversed here. So there's something here with the lives. Something with the mirror here. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Yeah, who's the fairest of them all? But this is the All About Eve card. So I love All About Eve. I did watch Betty Davis once upon a time. So for those that are in the background, I'm just rambling on here, and because I'm on this, I again had another dream last night regarding a wedding. I've already done a video on it, and I just don't think, I'm just going to call him Dr. Mike. I just don't think Mike did it. I think he's being set up. I know that sounds far-fetched, but it just doesn't resonate with me. And I keep thinking what Johnny Cochran said, if it doesn't fit, you must commit. And hi, how are you? Nice to see you here. I've been doing these lives, you know, I just love doing these lives. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Kingsburg. Hi, Izzy. I love that name, Izzy. So, yes, it is alive. Yes, this is alive. I'm alive. I'm barely alive, because I've been up since like 4 o'clock my time, getting messages regarding why are you asking me my age? That's for me to know and you to find out. But I'm talking about Dr. McKee here. I'm talking about, sorry, I get this karma cough here every once in a while. So, but I just don't think Dr. McKee did it. I think Dr. McKee, if you're not here to talk about Dr. McKee, you can just sit here and watch this. because I don't think Dr. McKee did this. And I think he's being framed for something, because the messages that I get in my dreams last night, there's some really wicked people around the Tepes. I think this whole thing, I think Spencer was the target, and unfortunately Monique was collateral damage here. I don't even know if, I'm starting to think like we don't really even know who's behind that hooded jacket. We don't know. This could be a whole setup, I'm going to say for information purposes only, or for entertainment purposes only, because we do not know. It doesn't make sense to me how a doctor of that caliber would have had a secondhand gun that just happens to be in the NIBIN, the National Institute of whatever, just happens to be registered in there. It's just, I just feel like Johnny Cochran would say, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. It just doesn't. This feels like it's an episode when I see Ally, like from an Ally McBeal episode, or some kind of, it just feels like there's a framing going on here, and I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. This is the criminal law card. You know what I noticed? Don't call me sweetie, okay? So don't do that. Don't call me sweetie, because you're trash if you come here. This is a criminal law card, and something is off the rails here. He's going to get himself a criminal lawyer. He, being Dr. McKee, is going to get himself a criminal lawyer that is going to completely turn this case upside down. So I'm here to talk about Dr. McKee. Don't make comments about whatever. So he is a criminal lawyer, is going to turn this whole case upside down. And I'm already putting it out there that I am almost certain that Dr. McKee is being framed on this. So, because we have a lot of aging narcissists, and they have a hard time accepting things, especially when there's been a divorce in the family. They have a hard time accepting a second wedding. We could be dealing with sanctimonious people here. And there we go. I love this card. We saw a lot of it in the Elvis Presley community. I'm not sure why Elvis Presley's coming up today, but I was thinking about his ex-wife, or his widow. Well, she likes to claim that she's his ex-wife. Well, she is the ex-wife, but she likes to claim that, I'm getting confused here, but she's done a number on Elvis Presley too. She likes to remain relevant. There's somebody around this family that wants to remain relevant. We saw how Lisa Presley went through hell with that mother of hers. The song that they have at their wedding is called Danny's Song. And in the morning when I rise, bring tear and joys to my eyes. We saw how Priscilla Presley was a thorn in Lisa Presley's side regarding every single guy that she went out with after Danny. So there's something here with this Dr. McKee. Maybe somebody was jealous that they're trying to frame somebody here. So I don't know who's in the background, but I'm still doing my regular routine. I love these. I love lives. I do. It's just a different vibe here. So good morning, wherever you are. Good afternoon. Good evening. Yeah, that's that. There's a. I don't know if the Lojo card is going to come out here, but how low can you go? Because these jealous, envious people, I think they took them out for. There's racists here. There's possibly a racist here, somebody that didn't like the nationality of somebody, because it does happen. It does happen. I live on Indigenous lands, and a lot of people are racist about lots of things. So I don't even have anybody in the background. Everybody left. Wow. Isn't that interesting? These people that subscribe here and then they fly the coop. So long, suckers. Maybe a lot of people are coming in here for the 90-day fiance. Maybe people were upset that she met him online, right? I don't know. but I feel like this is a 90-day fiance vibe. Okay, so I'm going to take a sip of coffee here, and welcome to whoever shows up, right? Maybe this was, we have a lot of Democrats versus the Republicans. In Canada, it's the progressive conservatives versus the liberals. We have a lot of hoity-toities around here. Okay, there's a thin Lizzie out here. Anyways, I'm continuing. So good morning, wherever you are. Like I said, you'll see this video pop up on my live content. And I did notice something though, that my videos on this are flipped when I do it from my cell phone. So have a wonderful day wherever you are. And okay. Why does this darn jealousy card keep coming up? This jealousy card has come up, like this is the third time. There's a thriller in Manila here. It felt like somebody was in a boxing match. But yeah, that's again the all about Eve. That's jealousy. Jealousy and competitive, threatening, very, very, people are threatened. People are threatened even when the daughter marries somebody really nice. She's leveling up. They want to keep her, I'm not specifically saying, but anything on that, but it does happen, right? Judging people for who you met, judging people if you met somebody on the internet. Okay, so confusion is the name of the game because we have some very, very competitive people. And narcissism is the gift that keeps on giving. Is this an episode of Ally McBeal? Okay, so, oh, you gotta be kidding me. This, I'm telling you, this is a criminal lawyer card. This is the guy that walks on water. Dr. McKee is going to get himself a lawyer in this case that is going to turn this case upside down. And I'm putting it on record. And if I'm wrong. But I am going to say that the defense is going to come in and really clean the clock. Okay, because we do have a lot of cuckoo birds out there, and they're going to turn this case completely upside down. And I'm going to tell you something. If it's this lawyer, if it's this type of lawyer, because this lawyer was part of the Mensa Club. Okay, so there is going to be somebody that is extraordinarily intelligent and that is just waiting in the wings. And if Dr. McKee has the money, then this is not a hole in one. Okay, so I'm taking one. This is tiramisu. This feels like this has got an Italian vibe to it. That's the tiramisu card. Okay, so let's continue on here. And Lordy, 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 Miss Claudie. Okay, so this card has come up again. This is the Mike card. Okay, so this is all about Dr. Mike card, because I think that there's been a lot of smearing about him out there, including myself, and I'm just, somebody's probably thought that they something with the Wheel of Fortune here. Somebody possibly thinks that they can get away with smearing. Wow. Okay. Is there a lot of construction going on or something somewhere? Lordy, 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 Miss Claudie. Okay. So, no two mediums are alike. No two psychics are alike. And I get a lot of messages in my dreams. It feels like I want to say just in case. Was this like a just in case kind of case? Just in case. Because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense why he would have kept that gun for all those days. He went back to work. He got arrested at the Chick-fil-A. He doesn't seem to be very nervous, in my opinion. And it feels like he's being set up. Until I get different dreams, until I stop getting dreams about weddings and about these Confucius things, then I'm just putting it on the record there that I just don't think he did it, and I think he's being framed. Doesn't make sense to me. They can't even say who the ex was. Who was this mysterious ex? Lordy, 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 Miss Claudie. Okay, so let's see what else comes out here. You've hot. Oh, it's definitely somebody really. This is the third time this Noel card here. The first Noel. That whole thing happened on just before New Year's Eve, around the Christmas time. This is the Noel card. There's something here that somebody set up. Somebody's setting something up here. That is a very, very dangerous person to have in your life. Definitely a dangerous person to have in your life. So hi, if you're in the background, whatever. There are no personal readings here, but I'll tell you something. Somebody was horribly targeted here. Horribly targeted and left out. What's left out in the dark? No, that doesn't make sense. I guess it's stay tuned, but we'll see what happens. Lordy, 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 Miss Claudie. I love that song. That's by Elvis Presley. Somebody had, you know, this is poison. This is international. I met this person. This is poison in the in this group. Something here. Something here with that card. That is the should card. Oh, that is the Trump deranged syndrome card. Because we know that people have different opinions about Trump. I don't really care. And a lot of people leave me some really stupid comments about Donald Trump. I don't really care. But this is the international card. This is the Tepe case has kind of spilled into Canada. It is maybe reached on an international level. That's the poison ivy card. Possibly somebody in that family was jealous of the trips that they were taking. There's a lot of sick people that can be in this family, like it is in many narcissistic families, that there's jealousy of all the traveling that they were doing. Okay, so we're taking one from the guardian angel. Somebody's gonna need help, you know. There are guardian angels and spirit guides. Somebody's going to need help here because they may have been a victim of circumstance and didn't know what they were doing. It feels like this was a hit, a hired hit. Haiti. Is somebody here from Haiti? Did they go to Haiti? Feels like somebody here is from Haiti or was in Haiti. Okay, so I'm doing one more for the road. I will always say narcissism is the gift that keeps on giving. It is. They hate you if you're thin. They hate you if you take care of yourself. Monique looked superb in that wedding dress of hers. And while they were waltzing, everybody thinks it's Dr. McGee. I keep saying, is that like something with mocking? Somebody was mockingbird. And if that mockingbird don't sing, yeah, that's about the diamond ring. This guy's being raked through the coals. But unless I stop getting dreams about this wedding or these people, you know, Dr. Moody, you know, was he really that doctor? Was he really that moody of a doctor? Was he really Dr. Moody? Who's the Dr. Moody in here in all of this? We really don't know. because that has come up. That's that linguine. When the moon hits your eye, that's a big pizza pie. That's amore. Okay. Somebody maybe was double fisting. Maybe somebody had lots of drinks. We don't see everything. We're not privy to everything yet. And that doctor, the doctor doesn't always have to mean a physician. It could be like a psychiatrist or a psychologist or somebody with a PhD that is talking about this case. Okay, so somebody targeting somebody out here. Oh God. You know, I'm not a fan of this person. I'm not a fan of, I'm not a fan of that person. I'm not even going to bring her up. But that is the sanctimonious card. That is the carbon monoxide card, which is somebody is a cop here, a constable on patrol. But that's the cryptic, that is the CO, which is carbon monoxide. Somebody spreading a lot of gossip. Like I said, I'm really happy that my videos are consecutive because as of today, as of the dreams that I got, I know I'm repeating myself, I just don't think Dr. McGee did it. And there's a lot of people that are going to be coming to this defense. And they could easily explain everything away. Yeah, because there's significant distance. Seems to me like that's a hell of a distance to travel. Okay, so take care. This is it. Over and out. And have a wonderful day. I'm just posting this as it is. Somebody really enjoyed fishing here, and I think they're barking up the wrong tree. Take care. If you're in the background and you didn't want to say hi, fries and pies, that's all we know. Take care. There's addictions here. It's all done. Enjoy.